Hello, my friends, and welcome to News of the Week. The Olympics has been one sad freak show after the next. You know, Barbara Butch is pursuing legal action for all the grossophobia she's experienced since being the main perpetrator in the transgenderified Last Supper. What the hell is grossophobia? I googled it. Grossophobia is like fat phobia, except instead of just being hateful towards fat people, like, say, for example, you could say, "Oh, look at that fat bitch." It includes anything gross. So it's like saying, "Hey guys, let's not walk down this way. There's a homeless guy taking a shite on the street." That would be grossophobic discrimination. Because we have to be aware that we've been socialized to believe that the only way to take a shit is indoors. A lot of people will ridicule her for taking legal action against the right-wing grossophobes. But it's extremely exciting to be alive when a new word is invented. Islamophobia didn't exist until about 15 years ago, but I wasn't conscious when it came about. It's like when 2 seconds into COVID, people started going, "Well, we have to get used to the new normal. There goes our civil liberties. This is the new normal." Once they hear it once, they grab onto it immediately. The big problem with like any phobia or ism is that in a liberal society, they always compete with each other. So you're not supposed to be homophobic, and you're not supposed to be Islamophobic, but the Islams hate the homos, so who do you choose? But I wish Barbara Butch the best of luck, and I like her. We had a rapist in the volleyball category. Basically 10 years ago, this guy, Steven Van de Velde, raped a 12-year-old British girl 3 times. That's bad, Steve. That's real bad. I mean, how in the hell did the Olympics let this guy compete in the world we live in today? I mean, there's guys who lose their jobs over one grossophobic comment. And here we have Steven Van de Velde raping everybody left, right and centre. And he gets to compete. Now, the Olympics, I suppose, is amateur. On the face of it, these athletes are unpaid. Aside from sponsorships, that is. But I can't see Steven Van de Velde getting any brand deals. Maybe the Jimmy Savile Remembrance Society could throw him a few quid or something. We can all agree that the Anthony Joshuas of the world, who at 18 gets caught selling a bit of weed and then, of course, goes to the Olympics and I think won a gold medal and went on to become the heavyweight champion in boxing, we would never hold anybody's past against them in that sense. But if you're a kiddie diddler or if you're a granny badger, should you be allowed to move on with your life ever? I don't know. The Christian viewpoint on that is yes, that all sins are forgivable. Apparently during every match this guy played, he was just booed. You know. People are really not into the child rape thing. Even in liberal Netherlands, paedophobia is alive and well. Or would it be paedophiliaphobia or pedophilophobia? I think there's too many sports in the Olympics. I mean, look at these sports. What is luge? What is Nordic combined? What is wushu? What is skeleton? You know, some of these could just be made into one. We don't need both canoe slalom and canoe sprint. At this stage, you might as well include tic-tac-toe, cops and robbers, and IRA bashings into the mix, and curbs, and any game from our childhoods. But you're watering down athleticism. I mean, this skateboarder, right? Andrew McDonald claims that he won the gold medal for having the most fun. It's not a school sports day. Imagine your 51-year-old dad rocks up on TV, does a kickflip and comes out with that shit afterwards. I honestly didn't look at the scores the whole time. I had to ask, what place did I get? I had no idea. I wasn't here for the scores. I was here to be here. I'm so excited just to have qualified for Paris. I don't like that. All Olympians should be hardcore competitors. McDonald got a selfie with the Chinese skateboarder Zhang Haoao, who was only 11. There's no age limit to be in the Olympics, which is why there should be no horny uniforms, by the way. So another example of the Olympics being watered down is this hot chick getting kicked out of the Olympic Village for inappropriate behaviour. The first thing we all think when a hot chick is kicked out of anything for inappropriate behaviour is, who did she flash her fanny to? Probably just wishful thinking. Her name is Luana Alonso, and she competed in swimming for Paraguay. Before the Olympics, she was already in trouble because she had said that she would have preferred to represent America. The Paraguayan Olympic Committee rebuffed, saying, I read that she wants to compete for the United States. There's no universality there. She came here as a Paraguayan. She has to train more to represent the USA. Bro, what the hell is universality? Universality places in the Olympics are designed to increase the diversity and gender balance of participating nations across the sports program of the Olympic Games. Basically, countries that are too shit and have too shitty people and don't even have enough food so that they can fucking train properly to actually be good enough to join the Olympics may enter a couple of athletes, even though they're shit, to compete against fucking LeBron James level guys. And Luana Alonso is one of these athletes. And she's been kicked out for inappropriate behaviour. Of course she's not taking anything seriously. She hasn't trained to be there. This Australian hockey player was caught buying coke in Paris. Another Australian Olympian, this is an Olympian, Rachel Gunn, competed in breakdancing. Breakdancing should not be in the Olympics. I'm assuming affirmative action played a role in this performance. She rides around on the floor like she's having an epileptic fit. She does an impression of a kangaroo at one stage. She got 0 points. Raven Saunders was misgendered by a commentator. Raven is non-binary. The commentator called him she. So that was huge. Emaine Khalif is a female boxer. And she's won the gold medal this year for her division. And in one of her fights in the Olympics, an Italian girl, I think her name was Carini, she quit in 46 seconds. And then on Twitter it was like, Emaine Khalif failed a gender test. Emaine Khalif has XY chromosomes. And it was like, oh my God, this is scandalous. You've got a biological male beating up on a woman. But then they start going, oh no, women can actually have XY chromosomes. And we're going, oh, we get it. You know, trans women have XY chromosomes. We're not really talking about that. We feel that. And they're going, no. Actually, women can have something called DSD, which is differences in sexual development. They can have Swyer syndrome, which is a genetic condition. And basically, we're just going, listen, lads, we're confused. Is she a woman or isn't she? A lot of people are suggesting that Emaine Khalif should set up a OnlyFans, show her fanny, and if she has a fanny, she's a chick. She may not want to do that, guys. But if that's the decision she makes, I'll support her right to choose. Olympic runner Alice Finot publicly proposed to her boyfriend after coming fourth in the 3,000 metre steeplechase final. The boyfriend said yes. And his initials are BMB, which stand for Bruno Martinez Bargiela, and not beta male Bruno. Olympic triathlon swimmers from Belgium and Switzerland had to drop out of the mixed relay competition because they swam in the Seine and then they were puking their ring up. The Seine, the river in Paris, is full of shit. It's full of poo, it's full of E. coli, and it's so bad that the French spent 1.4 bill cleaning it up. But it's kind of been decided that actually the reason why the athletes were puking the ring up directly after getting out of the Seine wasn't because it's full of E. coli, that is human or animal poo. It's because of a totally unrelated but almost unbelievably coincidentally timed virus that they happened to contract the minute they left the river. So, although the French authorities aren't at fault, in samples taken after the incident, it turns out that actually the E. coli levels are really, really high, and they've cancelled a couple of training sessions and they cancelled the men's triathlon temporarily. So those two realities can live side by side, and if you see any contradiction in that, you might just be a far-right grossophobic conspiracy theorist. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching News of the Week. I'll see you soon.